Stop panicking! Stop panicking! I'm here! Lord! Time got away. Hello. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Vape at 5. I'm your host. I'm BlackCat. Well, it's Monday, new week. New featured builder. Fantastic featured builder this week. You're asking yourself, who's the featured builder this week, Scott? Is that what you're at? Charlie? Is that what you're asking yourself? Jesse? Well, I'll tell you who the featured builder is this week. It's Manipulated Metals. Now, if you've never heard of Manipulated Metals, he's like one of the first, when I first started building, he was one of the first people that I heard about, one of the first people that I started to really check out their feed on Instagram and get ideas from, like strive to be like Derek Manipulated Metals. Now, over the course of being in building and some other things that I do, some other shows, DroptheShame, things like that, I've gotten to know Derek, and Derek is just a fantastic guy. He's a, country boy just like me for the most part, and he and I have a lot in common with, just different things, and I really enjoy it. I like the guy a lot. So I asked him to be featured, and he agreed to it. So I've got him featured this week. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to show you. Now, Derek is another guy, like Vape, and like a lot of the guys that I featured, that photography is really unfreaking believable. So you're going to get a glimpse, or not a glimpse, but you're going to get a good idea, a good show, a good presentation, I guess, as it were, of his photography as well as his building, which, quite frankly, is held in just as high regard. The guy's a phenomenal builder and a phenomenal photographer. He has product from, just cases and cases of product from all over the place that people send to him to take pictures of. He's on multiple teams, multiple product teams, and he does that. It's absolutely, he's just amazing. So really looking forward to showing you guys that this week. Now, probably wondering, what are we doing over the holidays, Scott? What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Well, I'll tell you. I didn't realize Thanksgiving was next week. I thought Thanksgiving was like 2 weeks away. So like today, I was in a meeting, and like I was doing my normal thing that I do in meetings, which is basically just go into a complete daze. Like somebody talked to me, I'm like back into my daze. But someone sparked my interest when they started talking about food. The food conversation went to Thanksgiving. And they're like, well, we got Thanksgiving next week. I was like, next week? They're like, yeah. I was like, oh shit, this next week? Like, yeah. So I had planned on featuring someone next week, and I think it's going to be Ado Vapes, which is part of the Resistance crew, is going to be our next featured builder. But I have something extremely exciting, extremely special, just for you, Bones. Just for you, Bones the Skater. Not just for you, but it'll be for you. It's partly for you, Cal's Irons. Could be for everybody. What I got going on next week, the first ever annual, not even annual, it's going to be more than that, first ever Adore Week here at the Vape at 5. Yes, we are going to be featuring Adore all week, which means tons of giveaways for you, lots of good juice for you, my friends, Raven Shadow, Ricky. Lots of good juice is going to be going out. Let me get comfortable here. I rushed right into the show. I was building. I've got a new build for you guys. Something you guys are gonna. Something I really. That I might do it tomorrow. But it's a new build that I built for someone. I named it after them. But I'm gonna talk about that here after I get done with this. But we're gonna be doing Adore Week next week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week will be Adore Week. Giveaways, fun. We'll do trivia. We'll do all kinds of funny stuff. Throw some builds in there, and then on Wednesday, more than likely, I'm going to have a very special guest, my first guest ever, on the greatest show on the YouTubes. My show. Vape at 5. He's going to have his first guest ever. That guest is one and only, none other than Miss Dawn from Adore ELiquid. So, that's next week, coming up on the Vape at 5. Now, you're probably asking yourself, you're saying, Scott. Well, no, you wouldn't be saying Scott, but you're probably asking yourself in your brain right now, what is this new build, Scott? What have you figured out that nobody else could? Nobody else could figure this build out. Nobody could. Other than the greatest builder in the universe, which is this guy right here. This guy is the greatest builder in the universe. Yeah, let's have Mountain Dew. I've got Mountain Dew and coffee. I am double fisted. I was feeling a little tired. I took a little nap today at work, just a little one. I keep waking myself up snoring though. I think my days at the prayer room are pretty limited. Now, I had mentioned that I had gotten caught sleeping in the prayer room and that I didn't like that, and they pretty much like shamed me out of it. But I'm back. I'm back. I had to go in there today, take a small nap because I was very tired. I'm very tired, so I got coffee and Mountain Dew. I'm not falling asleep during this show. This show is gonna roll like you would not believe. I like that, Charlie. We're gonna call it Purple Wednesday. Good name. I'm stealing that, trademarking it. I will sue you if you ever say it again. Now, this build. So, I got in some stainless steel square wire, and I hadn't used it yet, I don't believe. I might have used it for something, but I hadn't really got into it and really thought about what I wanted to do with it. The size I got was 0.3. So I got 0.3 by 0.3 stainless steel square wire. So Dawn at ELiquid Vape stainless steel. So I'm thinking, you know, I'm putting together a little package for her to send out to her, and I haven't sent her coils in a long time because she gets coils from like Ado and Nick and like all them guys. So it's like, she doesn't really need mine. But you know, we had talked, and she's like, I want some coils from the greatest coil builder in the universe. And I was like, well, you know, the greatest coil builder in the universe is me. So you want some coils from me? So she's like, yeah. So I was like, okay, well, she vapes stainless steel. So I decided I would do something with this stainless steel wire. So I tried a couple different things. And I only had 0.3 by 0.3. And I tried a couple different things. I didn't like it. And it just wasn't working out. And I tried, fuse Clapton. I was like, it's not working. I tried like a triple fuse Clapton. I was like, that's just not working. And then I did a 3-core Alien. I was like, that's okay. And I vaped all these. So I have all these RDAs and I'm building them and I'm wicking them. And I'm actually more watching it how it fires to see like in the resistance level. And I'm like, that's just not doing it. Well, I've got a single coil build for the ages. I've got a single coil build. I call this thing Don's Firecracker. It is a single coil, one coil, 0.3 by 0.3 square wire, 4-core, 4 wrap on a 3 mil ID. It comes out to 0.13. That's what I have in here right now. It probably won't even impress you or anything, but that's single coil. That's the Firecracker right there. This thing, I'm telling you right now, I had in this before, I had a 0.3 fuse Clapton square wire, fuse Clapton Nichrome 80. That's what I had in this, okay? I changed it out to that 4-core, 0.3 stainless steel 4-wrap on a 3 mil, and the flavor jumped tenfold. It's fucking amazing. I was like, holy shit. Like, I didn't think it was going to be that great because I didn't wick them all up. I was just watching how they lit, and I was like, I can tell whether that's what I wanted to do or not. And I had that one wicked, and I had my 3-core Alien wicked, and I was trying them both. This thing blows it away. Absolutely blows it away. It is honestly, how I would compare it to, it is like a warm dual coil vape from a single coil on a 4-wrap. How? I don't know. But it is. So, Don's Firecrackers. The first person who's ever going to get them is Dawn. I made her 2 sets. And I'll be sending those out to her this week. So, those will be added to the repertoire of the greatest coils in the universe. Sending out. We'll do that this week, though. Tomorrow I'll do it. It's pretty easy. It's just a 4-core. It's a 4-core stainless steel 0.3. It's a 4-wrap on a 3 mil. It's low. If you can't dual it. You can't dual it up. I mean, it'd be really dumb to dual it up. It's too fucking low. It's too low to dual it up. But as a single coil, it's probably what I'm going to vape because I have my 30T build, I have my regular build, and then now I have my single coil build, which is all square wire. I'm telling you, once you go square wire, you're never going to go back to round wire. You're really not. It's fantastic. So, all right, guys, great to see everybody. Let's go through and say for 13 minutes. Jesus, I swear to God, I need to time myself today. So here's what we're doing today. Clean as fuck coils. Tony Berry. What's happening, Tony Berry? How you doing? Well, here's what we're doing today. We're going to go through. I'm going to say hi to everybody. And then I'm going to do the feature for Derek, Manipulated Metals. And then we're going to spend the last, probably have like 10 minutes left after that. Then we'll just sit around, we'll talk a little bit, bullshit, and then get out of here. No builds today. Just going to be purely a feature day. Don't really have time for it, honestly, and I don't want to rush. I don't want to rush Derek's feature just because his page is that good. And it's like, I mean, he's got like 23,000 followers on Instagram, which is like 3 of me, which I have a lot. And this guy has 3 times. Not that I am fucking crazy. All right, let's roll through and say hi to everybody. Participants. That's single coil. That's a single coil. It's fucking crazy. It is amazing, vape. Anarchy Coiled. What's up, Anarchy? How you doing, man? I'm gonna start calling you. So, Anarchy Coiled. I'm gonna start calling you AC. You are my Al Collins. You're my AC. Anarchy Coiled. Black Cat White Face. That's me. I'm an inventor. I'm like the I'm so grandiose. Like, I thought about the other day, like, you guys know that I'm joking, right? You guys know when I say things about myself that I'm completely joking. Like, I'm not serious. When I say, like, I'm the greatest at anything, because I'm a fucking idiot. I'm not great at anything in my life. I'm great at fucking up marriages, like, and drinking. If that counts, then I'm like the fucking Edgar Allan Poe of that shit. But of anything constructive, I'm not great at anything. So when I say I'm great at something, say it right. Okay? You are viewing the Thomas Edison of coil building. Venting things. Venting builds. Naming them. Venting the best builds ever on Earth. Right here. Thomas Edison. Coil Blind Jay. What's up, Blind Jay? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Glad you are here. Bones. The Skada. What's up, Bones? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Cows. Irons. Cows! Using this swivel like you would not fucking believe. I had my wire drill out this weekend. Like a fucking madman, dude. Thing goes like 3,000 rotations per minute. 3,000. I was fucking rolling through D-chords and vroom, vroom, vroom with that fucking thing and this cow's iron swivel. It took it like a champ. Took it like a $2. Took it like a $2 lot lizard. Good to see you, Kyle. Glad you're here. Charles McLaren. Baron. What's up, Baron? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you are here, Charlie. What's up, Charlie? Where's Clutch? Clutch here? Fucking Clutch? Where's Clutch? Clutch ain't here? Tell Clutch to get his ass in here, Charlie. God damn it. Sick of you guys coming in here one at a time. It's a fucking teamwork thing. For Christ's sake. Jesse! What's up, Jesse? How you doing, honey? Great to see you. Glad you are here. Hope you are feeling better, hon. Clean as fuck. What's up, Freddy? Build Mafia in the house. What's up, dude? How you doing, Freddy? Great to see you, man. Glad you're here. Freddy, did you get the... I sent the thing out. Did you get it? The wire chuck thing? I've been using the shit out of it. I love it. Okay. So I reviewed the flat drill chuck insert by Classic Clouds. That's who it was. Classic Clouds out of the United Kingdom. UK for short. Now, I didn't know if I would really, really like it. And I didn't think it would be practical. I thought it was going to be a pain in the ass, put the wire in it. It's easy. It's easy. And it actually works really fucking well. It works really, really well. I was talking to M16 about it. It does twist the wire a little bit out of the clamp. You have it so tightly clamped that when you come about an inch out, it twists. It just seems like for some reason, and what I'm thinking it is just the angle of your drill or your swivels is off, like one's turned a little bit, and it's causing that turn. So I think that you have to really like be precise to keep it, nice and flat and straight to keep it from turning. But I've had great luck with it. Great luck. I mean, I do everything on, fast speed, and I can just roll right down build. So it's working pretty good. So I don't know if you got it yet, but it went out on Saturday, Freddie. Clinton, he's not on my fucking lawn. Wish he was. Clinton, why don't you come over and have Thanksgiving dinner when you want? In my family, the family I'm in right now, there's competition for Thanksgiving. There's competition. Everybody is there's like 3 families of like our family, 4 parts of the family that are all having Thanksgiving dinner. But my wife is a fucking amazing. Veronica is an amazing cook, and so she wins. So we get like the biggest crowd ever for Thanksgiving. But everybody's in competition. They're like, "What are you cooking this year? How are you doing your turkey? How much turkey are you getting? What sides are you doing?" Like, there's this big competition between all like the heads of households. I'm not involved in that. I'm just involved in eating, and I picked the right house. Darth Vapor, what's happening, Darth? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Eric Sutherland, what's up, Eric? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Glad you are here. Fabian, what's happening, Fabian? Good to see you, man. Glad you're here. Ian Thomas, what's up, Ian? Good to see you, brother. Glad you are here. M16 Skills, what's up, M16? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Mark Pro Vapes, what's up, Mark? How you doing, man? You pro vapor? Pro? I'm a pro at spending money on vaping. I'm not really a pro at anything. Like I said, I'm a pro at fucking up marriages and drinking. That's about it. The only two things I could ever go pro in. What's up? So, Mark Pro Vapes, your first time here. Glad you're here. Vape at 5. Greatest show on the YouTubes. Greatest show you'll ever watch on the YouTubes. Glad you're here. If you like bad dad jokes and mediocre coil building, you, sir, are in the right place. Great to see you. Mr. Pebble, what's up, Pebble? How you doing, man? Pebble, my Bevel, what's up, bud? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Why Mr. Pebble? Why did you pick that name? That name's awesome, first off. I wish I would have fucking thought of that, because it'd be a lot better than Black Cat Whiteface. But Mr. Pebble, why Pebble? Is that really your last name, Pebble? Good to see you, Mr. Pebble. Glad you are here. Mr. P. What's up, Mr. P? Nate Frederick, what's up, Nate? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Otis Redding Church. What's up, Church? How you doing, man? Should work on you. Change that name. It'd go over well. Everybody love it. Changed it. It'd be like, fucking hell, love Otis Redding. I love him. Everybody loves Otis Redding, pretty much. Knows him, you know? Just change your name to Otis Redding Church. Punk is what coils. What's up, Punk? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Glad you are here. We have two AFs in right now. We have Clean as Fuck Coils and Punk as Fuck Coils. You guys brothers? I cracked myself up. Raven Shadow, what's up, bud? Great to see you. Rick McCraw, glad you're here, Rick. Good to see you. Spring, what's up, Spring? How you doing, honey? Your package should be there today. I made it there tomorrow. It's going to change your life. It is going to change your life. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think about it. And if everything's good, I appreciate it. Tony Berry, what's up, Tony? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you are here, Vaping Elevator Guy. There is a future featured builder as soon as he gets his shit sent to me. Get it in the mail, Elevator Guy. Get it in the goddamn mail. Good to see you, Elevator. Glad you're here. And my man with the plan, Mr. V-Dog 55. All right, let's go back to the chat. See what you guys are fucking talking about. What's going on over here? Top chat, live chat. All right. Oh, there's Jane. Caffeine overdose. Best show on the YouTubes. That's goddamn right. You and this 60 of our closest friends. Nobody knows about this fucking show. I tell you, you can't find my shows. Like, you literally have to search the exact name of my shit to find it. Like, I think because I have vape in the title, they just fucking, you can't find it at all. YouTube's like, we don't want your content on YouTube, and you're a dickhead. So we are not going to we're going to make goddamn sure that no searches bring up your information. What the hell? My footrest. Hold on. Let me get that back. All kinds of stuff going on under the table you don't know about. Nudity and footrest. What it's all about. All right, guys. So today we are going to take a look. 21. All right, 20 after. We're going to take a look at manipulated metals. As I mentioned, Derek, he's been building a long time. Way before I was. And I'll tell you, when I mentioned this just a second ago, but a huge influence on me. Huge influence. And just not only his building and his photography, but just like how I wanted to, how professional and everything I wanted to be with how I did things, with the regularity of his posting, you know, just like general things about like how he conducts himself in the community and things like that. Like just a great role model for other people in the community. You know, I don't know. Well, I guess I can disclose this. Derek's in recovery like I am. And I just celebrated 5 years last week. So he's got 5 years sober, clean. And, you know, so we have that in common. You know, I'm in recovery and he's in recovery. That's how we kind of really started talking, was just after DroptheShame and things like that. And really just become a great, you know, what I consider a friend and a great guy. And I'm really, really excited to feature him. You know, we get, I'm just so thankful that everybody in the community, the building community, supports me and feels like this is like an actual like good thing for the building community. You know, because it very easily people can be like, fucking, I ain't sending you anything. I ain't sending you any free shit. You know, because that's ultimately what I ask for. Like, yeah, I'm featuring people, but ultimately I'm asking them. Tommy, what's up, dude? I didn't see you, buddy. How you doing, man? Good to see you, Tom. Hey, Kim. I'll go through here and see. Sin, how you doing, honey? Good to see you. Vaping Hick, what's up, Hick? Dustin, how you doing, man? Dustin just celebrated 6 years. Congratulations, man. But, you know, I started this whole show, like, you know, it could have went really badly. And, like, people like Don and Nick and, you know, Crazy Face McGee and, like, the first people, guys on my build team, Massey and Nick Wiggins, like, supported me. And now, you know, as the show's kind of moved on, you know, I've got, you know, we're working on 200 shows now, almost to 170 shows. And it's like, now, like, the rest of the building community has really seen what we're doing here and got behind us and, you know, given us. So for Derek to, like, you know, Derek doesn't sell coils. You know, Manipulated Metals doesn't sell coils that I know of. He may, but he's never, like, he doesn't have a business, didn't ask me to mention anything or anything like that. You know, so, I mean, for him to send coils to us, like, that's pretty fucking cool, man. And not just him, but there's a lot of guys who do that. And it's just like, I don't know. This makes me feel really, really grateful. And this touches me that people would do that. So let me shut the fuck up. Let's take it down to the laptop and let's take a look at Mr. Manipulated Metals. Let me pause this here. All right, guys, let me get you down to the laptop real quick. Laptop. There we go. All right. Manipulated Metals. This is his link. His link is in the description of the excuse me, having a drink there. His description, the link is in the description of the episode. Derek has 23,000 followers. He's only following 500, and he's working on 3,000 posts on Instagram, which is fucking amazing. He doesn't list all his sponsors, but he has a ton of sponsors. So we're going to start out with a build he posted recently here. This is the build I actually used for the tile there. All right, what you're looking at here. So this is basically a staple stagger fuse Clapton variation. He has, I believe that's 6 pieces. That doesn't look like 4. So the first stagger here that looks like 6 pieces of staggered ribbon. 6 pieces of staggered ribbon. He then framed that over 6 pieces of open ribbon with another 6 pieces, skip fused that all the way down, and then reframed it with 2 pieces of round wire for his final fuse all the way across. Now, things to look at on this build. First, look how tight his fuses are. His fuses are amazing. I mean, they are, it almost looks like there's no space at all in any of his fuses all the way through this entire build. Second thing to look at is look how straight his final fuse is off those 2 round wires. And you can really see it. If you look against the ribbon there, the open ribbon in the middle, look at the separation between each fuse. Is absolutely perfect all the way through. And then, of course, look at this. The one thing I always mention on these open frames, look on the open round wire on the end of it. Look how perfect his spacing is on all his fuses. I mean, that's so difficult to do. It is so difficult to fuse something like that. The width is so long to keep your fuses all the way straight. Absolutely beautiful. Here's a build that I really like, and I've reposted this one too. So you're looking at a force fuse staggered in variation. What he did here is this is basically a staple build with probably 0.4 or 0.5. He then took a smaller gauge round wire, framed it, and force fused in the gaps there to give you a force fuse staggered in. Now, if you look at the round wire there at the spacing for his fuses, this build is really, really hard, especially when you have that difference in size between the round wire and the actual ribbon. I mean, you can tell there's a huge difference in size. So fusing that is extremely difficult to keep everything nice and tight, and he does a fantastic job. For wrap, and look at the photography on this picture. Absolutely gorgeous, man. Let me scroll down can I scroll down on this? No, I can't. I'm trying to see how many pieces of ribbon he fused. It looks like I would guess that's probably 8 or maybe 6. I'm looking down there at that lead that's coming out of the post there, trying to guess. Unless he's got round wire in there too. I can't really tell. I'd have to ask him. He may have round wire in that as well. But that is just a really cool looking build. Almost looks like a caterpillar or a worm type thing to me. All right, let's look at some of his photography real quick. Here's something for the Flav RDA with, of course, with the Defiant Designs TS. Isn't that gorgeous? How he does that, I have no idea. That is so freaking cool, though. Beautiful. Here's another awesome picture. Look at that background. Just absolutely gorgeous. It's the Littlefoot Mech by Wake Mod Company. There's giving you my radio announcer voice there. The purple smoke coming out with that background. That's so freaking cool, man. This guy is just an absolute master. Here's another alien build in the TM Pro. Little 5-wrap alien. Things to look at on this is look at how nice his curve is on those aliens. These are something you're going to be winning this week if you actually win. This is a set that you would get right here. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, another build here. So here we go with, again, went with this is an all ribbon build. So no round wire in this build. I believe this, yeah, this is the Citadel. That's what I was going to guess. I don't have this RDA, but I'm looking to pick it up. I really like this RDA a lot. I've heard a lot of good things about it. So 4 pieces of staggered ribbon, framed. Then he skip fuses, 6 pieces in the middle. Things to look at on this build. Again, look at the stagger and fuse, how tight all his fuses are. There's absolutely no gaps at all in there. How straight his fuses are. And if you look here, if you go across the entire coil, you could almost draw a line with his fuses, how they line up. So freaking impressive, man. The colors on that, he's still got some really dark purples on that ribbon. So what he did was he the ribbon is nichrome and stainless steel, so you get that contrast in color. Absolutely beautiful. Here's another picture of that same build in the TM. That's with those staggered frames and the round wire on the outside. Beautiful, Derek. Beautiful, beautiful. Here's some more photography. That is just awesome. I don't know what lens he uses, but the clarity of his photos are just freaking unbelievable. Here's a close-up of that build we saw up top there with the purple, with the staggered frames. So it looks like, okay, so what he did on his staggered frames is a piece of square wire and 2 pieces of ribbon on either side. So it isn't all ribbon. There is a piece of square wire in there. But look at that macro. I mean, how good is that? That photo is unfucking believable. And we're talking something that is millimeters in size. And to get that kind of clarity is just amazing. Here, oh, Lord. That is a pistol with the Citadel RDA on top. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that's what it was. That's M&P. I had an M&P 40 cal. That's an M&P Shield 2. Huh. Very cool. I have a laser on my latest pistol I picked up too. Listen to me bragging. Again, this is that same build from before, just another picture. Look how clean his photography is. I mean, everything is balanced. So, people, if you don't know much about photography, what you do is you can't get all at that magnification. It is impossible to get all of that in focus. So what you do is a process called photo stacking, which is, I've never done it, but the great photographers do. And that's what he did in order to get this all in focus. He photo stacked it. So what that is basically you take a series of, like, I don't know, I think you take upwards of like 50 pictures and then you mash them all together to get everything in focus. And you just move your focus in and out so that while you're taking the pictures, so that you get everything in focus at least once and then mash them together. Just an absolutely gorgeous picture. Look at that. This RDA, this is a Yellow Jacket RDA. I'm really interested in getting it. Jay Hayes did a review on it today, and he gave it a 9, which for him is really, really, I mean, unheard of, honestly. But just a beautiful picture there. The lighted background, just absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what lens he uses, but it is so damn clear. It's another, the Citadel. Got the Delrin and the Ultim caps. Just a beautiful RDA. See, it's photos like that that make me want to buy it, because that's just so sexy to me. That is just, I mean, my wife the other day, I said something was sexy, and she's like, "You don't know what sexy is." And I'm like, well, maybe not, but these RDAs look sexy. Here's another picture. I had Defiant Designs. Again, with the Citadel on top. That Ultim case. The yellow smoke coming out. Absolutely. God, man, it's so clear. I mean, I don't know if he edits out all the dust or how he does that. It's just amazing to me. Just a beautiful picture. All right, here we go with the Helix variation. Again, in the you're looking at the Twisted Messes 24 Pro. Couple things to look at. Okay, so you have a Helix. You have basically 2 twisted frames, 4 pieces of ribbon on your first fuse. So this is kind of like a Helix pitchfork, honestly. And then you have a staple in the middle. I'm actually pointing at my screen like you guys can see it. Look at the difference in colors here all the way across the build. He's got that nice gold on the outside moving into the purple and then the blue. Just absolutely gorgeous, man. Again, the photography, the photo is just absolutely amazing. Just a beautiful shot. And that gold RDA looks absolutely gorgeous, man. Here we go, a little corrugated. Wow, this is a lot going on with this coil. All right, so what you have, that's 6-piece. I don't see many people do 6-piece staggers. So he's got 6-piece staggered ribbon with a piece of round wire. Then use both those as frames. And then inside of it, he's got 2 pieces of ribbon and a corrugated piece with his final fuse going all the way across. Things to look at. And the most impressive thing on this build is look how straight his final fuse is. And again, when you have that much space between your fuses, it is really, really difficult. When you're fusing ribbon and the fuse can't move, it is very, very difficult to keep those fuses straight. And he does just a fantastic job. The degree of difficulty on this build is really high because of that last fuse is just, it is so difficult to get in. Because a lot of times with the round wire, when you're fusing on round wire, you can move the fuse a little bit and it'll give and it'll move for you. With this, you can't. When you stagger ribbon, you can't do that. Things to look at the spacing on the round wire on the outside is all perfect. His fuses are all nice and tight. I mean, it's just a absolutely extremely difficult build, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Got it sitting in that Warrior RDA by my man Johnny Drips. Little action photo here. Absolutely beautiful, man. You know, if you ever want to get into photography, there's so many great photographers in coil building, and all of them will help you. But one thing that you can really do on your own is look at their photography and look at how they do things and try to figure out how they did it. I'm not going to sit here and try to figure it out, but that is one thing that you can do when you start getting into photography. Look at some of the, not copy them, but you can get a lot of really, really great ideas from other people. And Derek's photos are certainly one. Here's another macro. Okay, what really impresses me on this is, first off, it's basically a pitchfork Helix, which is fucking crazy to even try it. And to get it is even more crazy. But look how, okay, I know this is kind of basic, but look how tight his fuse is on that staple. I mean, it's absolutely perfect. And just like little things like that, I think are just absolutely gorgeous. Got that first fuse going around those 4 pieces of ribbon. Absolutely gorgeous, man. The little twisted messes there with, I believe that's just Peachy's body with twisted messes face. God almighty. That's hilarious. All right, again, here's that. I believe this is the same build. And this is the 30 mil Norris RDA. Okay. V2. I believe this is the same build as before, but you get a much better view at how perfect all his fuses are. Look how straight all his fuses are across that. Absolutely gorgeous, man. I'm telling you, I don't know how in the world he has the time to do all that. Here we go with the Yellow Jacket RDA again. Some aliens in there. Just a really cool looking RDA. Great photo. Oh, here we go. Here's the Flav RDA again with a 6-wrap alien colored up. Looks like nichrome. Colored up. Got that nice purple going across it. Absolutely gorgeous, man. Just a beautiful photo. Absolutely beautiful. You know what amazes me on these photos too is how clean the object is, how clean that RDA is. Like there's no dust or anything on it. I can never get it completely clean like that. Here's an interesting build. Little gigantic framed ribbon Clapton staple. So you got a ribbon frame staple and then Clapton it with ribbon wire. That ribbon wire looks like that's probably I would assume that's 0.3. It's pretty big. Look how gorgeous that is though. I mean, that is so fucking clean. Absolutely gorgeous. All the different colors on it. That is just a gorgeous coil. And then the contrast of the white cotton against it is just so freaking awesome, man. Beautiful photo. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, this is pretty cool. This is what I do to people's pages. You're basically just watching what I do to people's pages. Is I just bring up their page and start looking at photos that I like. So it's kind of what I do on these things, and you guys get to see it every week. So freaking cool, man. I don't know how you got the smoke to do that. It has to be edited in afterwards, I guess. That's so cool, though. Here's something I was talking about Vaporide doing the see-through caps. Here's Derek doing the same thing. Just a really cool picture. Cool RDA. Here's a picture of that Helix pitchfork pre-fire. Beautiful, man. Sitting in that gold Twisted Messes Pro Series. Citadel RDA. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, that right there is a fantastic vape. I could only imagine vaping that coil in that Citadel. That had to have been just fucking magical. Look how beautiful that is. That makes me want to go out and buy that RDA like today. Absolutely gorgeous, man. Again, this before he wicked it. That looks like that's at least 12 to 16 pieces of ribbon in there. That's pretty crazy. Beautiful, man. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting into stuff that I love. Gigantic alien. I don't know. I can guess the specs. I'm going to guess that's 12 pieces of ribbon framed. Is what I'm going to guess. God, it's so difficult to get a nice alien when you have that wide of a core. And he nails it. Look at the beautiful swoosh he's got on that alien. Colors it up perfect. That is just gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's see if we get another picture of that. Look how cool this photo is. Oh, let's play it. Well, that is freaking awesome. How cool is that? That is so cool. Let's see if I can find another picture of that alien. I don't know if that's in or not. Here we go. Another nice big fat alien in there. 6 wrap. Twisted Messes Pro. Beautiful curve on his alien. Consistent wrap. Just, I mean, it's perfect. Someone will be vaping that this week. Frame staple. Beautiful blue to match against the blue TM. I mean, just the fuse is absolutely perfect all the way through. Just a complete pro. Oh, these are actually, this is Jubster. So this is Mr. Jubster, who we featured last week. One of the coils that he sells on his website at Jubster Builds. How freaking cool is that? I didn't know Derek took pictures for him. That is freaking awesome. Alien, he's got it paralleled with a that looks like probably 26 gauge maybe. Might be a little bigger, I'm not really sure. It's hard to tell. Absolutely beautiful though. These are, okay, so these are the pictures that I really like. I like the wick shots. I love the, I love aliens obviously, and just a nice clean alien just is perfect to me. And you got it paralleled with a piece of round wire in there. The color on it matches. Don't take for granted that how difficult it is to get the round wire to color with the alien. It is extremely difficult to do. To get the round wire to color the same color as the as your other coil, because they heat at different speeds. So to get it that, I mean, he must have heated that really slow to get that blue on the round wire to match it up. I mean, that's impressive, honestly. That takes a lot of patience and a lot of wisdom on how to do it. Another alien shot. This is in the Wake RTA. That's a hell of a vape in an RTA right there. 2 6-wrap aliens. That must be a really big RTA. That's gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Here we go. Another of these staggered ribbon frames. I mean, they're so difficult to do. Got it paralleled in there with a piece of round wire. Absolutely gorgeous. Here we go, another Jubster build. A little stagger fuse Clapton. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here in a second because we're almost to 10 till. That is just gorgeous to me. God. Again, he gets the round wire to heat up the same as the alien. It's a big fat alien too. Looks like 6 pieces of ribbon. So basically, the size would be a 26 gauge alien, same size. Beautiful alien, beautiful. That's just absolutely gorgeous. It's a cool picture too. Super macro. Look at that. Wow. Look at that beast. Absolutely gorgeous. This might be Jubster again. Yeah, it is. Just a beautiful photo. I mean, just gorgeous. That is just gorgeous to me. Absolutely gorgeous, man. I would love to vape that. How he gets those to heat up the same way, I have no idea. And he just has so much product photography. It's so sought after for product photography. And it's just, and you can see why. It's absolutely gorgeous. All right, grab this last one here. All right, that's all we're going to do today. So, go back here and minimize that. Go up here. Hello. Whoa, there's 3 of me. Oh, God, that is Manipulated Metals, man. I just love his page. Absolutely love it. It's like, you know, my Instagram page, for example, like, you know, I have like photos on there that are kind of crappy. Like there's no crappy photos on his page at all. All his photos, there's a ton of content, and all his photos are fucking amazing, man. Absolutely thank you, Derek, for letting me feature you this week. So much fun. Guy is an amazing builder and just an absolute amazing photographer. All his photos are just fantastic. So what's going on in the chat here? We'll do a little chat interaction for the next 10 minutes, and then I gotta figure out what we're having for dinner because I'm hungry. So, just like always, I'll mention this, and I haven't been mentioning it as much as I used to. To enter this week's giveaway to get coils from Manipulated Metals, you're going to go to his page, the link is below, grab a picture that you really like. Grab 2 pictures that you really like. Repost it. Make sure you leave it at Manipulated Metals so that you tag him in the post. And then put the hashtag BlackCatFam to enter. We have another giveaway, the Adore giveaway, which will be Wednesday, which is 230 mils, and the coil I make tomorrow, which will be Don's firecrackers, or what I'm making tomorrow. So that will go out on Wednesday's giveaway. No roosters. No roosters, Charlie. We're saving money for Christmas, man. I went Christmas shopping on Saturday and got my daughter a bunch of stuff, and it's just like I got to save money for Christmas. It's ridiculous how expensive stuff is. It's just ridiculous. So no, like, there's no like disposable income right now. Like I actually, I don't know what I'm going to review on Wednesday. I haven't decided yet. Where can you get? No, you can't get square wire N90, Tony, that I know of. I don't know any place to get square N90. And if you find it, please let me know because I want it. I didn't even know there was stainless steel until recently, and KB has stainless steel, and then Quartz Kidney Puncher has the Nichrome 80, which is fantastic. Their Nichrome 80 square wire is fucking fantastic. Well, okay, so again, whatever's next. No, thanks, Voop. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hey, Steven. How you doing? Yeah, Christmas is stupid, Frank. It is ridiculous. If you want square wire, so Nichrome 80 square wire, you can get 0.2 all the way up to 0.5, I believe. You can get it Kidney Puncher. It goes up incrementally, though, price-wise. If you go with 0.2, it's like $8 for 100 feet. But if you go up to 0.5, it's like $25. I don't have any 0.5. I have 0.2, 0.3, and 0.4. That's all I buy from them. But I love their square wire. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. And actually, the square wire I got from KB isn't bad. I mean, that's what I'm vaping right now. I'm telling you, this single coil vape is fucking amazing. I'm telling you, it's amazing. You guys, you don't have to listen to me or not, but I'll promise you this. Anybody who's gone out and bought square wire and built with it and vaped it, ask them. Don't ask me. Ask them. And they'll tell you. It'll change your life. It will. Scott, who's the better builder, you or Black Cat? What? I'm the same person, dude. What do you mean? Black Cat is me. Me! It's my older personality. You're welcome, Charlie. I don't stack photos, Steven. I know. Nah. Only photo editing software I use. I'm lazy, man. I'm really fucking lazy. I have lights and I have all that. I have a nice camera. I have, was it 3400D or 1500D from Canon. It's a nice camera. I got a nice lens. I got a 100mm Canon lens. Really nice lens. But I'm just lazy. I don't stack. I probably should start. It's just I do the YouTube now. So, like, a lot of people, like, I could have. So, like, you know, I kind of looked at it like this. I started getting into photography, really, and then I started getting into YouTube. And it was either one or the other. I don't have time to do both. I really don't have time to build. Like, I do YouTube's about all I do now. I do building when I'm on YouTube, and I build for friends. Like, if somebody orders a Black Cat care package, I'll make it for them and send it out. But that's the only building I do, really. So I had to pick whether I wanted to do photography or I wanted to do the YouTube, and the YouTube is what I chose to do. And I mean, I don't really have time to sit around and do both, you know, and stay married and have a family, you know what I mean, and work. Like if I didn't work, you know, I'm working 45, 50 hours a week, you know, plus this, you know, plus a family. Like there's like no time frame. The only time I get to myself is like between like 10 and 11:30 after my wife goes to sleep. I like have an hour and a half to kind of like decompress, do what I want to do. That's it. But getting good at fucking photography is hard. A lot of guys on my build team are really, really into photography, and they're really fucking good. And you'll see a lot of them. Like if you look at Coil Porn, which is like got like 200,000 followers. You look at Coil Porn, he reposts a lot of stuff for my team. Mike Vapes reposts a lot of stuff for my team. Just everybody. Tony B. Like I get all kinds of tags by these guys because I'm on the team. Like, oh, I'm here too. You know, like they're tagging me. They're like, they're not meaning to tag me, but like I'm in the comments of the people on my team, you know, because they put all your name on there. You're on the team. And I'm just like, hey, I'm here too. Plus the girlfriend. I have no girlfriend, Jeff. I have no girlfriend. Let me explain something to you, Jeff. If I had a girlfriend, I would be dead. My wife would fucking kill me. And I don't need a girlfriend. Like I'm a very happily married man. Matter of fact, very happily married. If I'm not, I'd be dead. My wife would fucking kill me. Sarcasm is the lowest form of wit. Backfired. It's all good. Plus the back scratching. I love the back scratch. I have like 3 of these. I fucking love it. I loved it. It's the best thing ever. For this checking Pornhub, what? For those builders now, what? I don't get it. Yeah, Freddie, right? Fucking cameras are crazy, dude. They're crazy expensive. It's not so much the camera. The camera's expensive, okay? Not for nothing. But the lens. The lens is what, like my lens is it's expensive. It's close to $1,000 retail. Yeah. And like I can take pictures with it, and it's like it makes me so much better photographer. I can put it on auto and take, but I use manual a lot because I do understand photography. I understand lighting and like the, you know, aperture and like that stuff. I know how to look at all that and kind of figure it out. But you can put it on just regular and take. I took a picture of my wife. It's fucking came out fantastic. So like I'll use it for like kids soccer games or like Christmas. Like I'll take pictures in Christmas with it, you know, just for keepsakes. And the clarity on it is fucking stupid. It's the lenses, yeah. The lenses, that's it, man. And the thing about it is, like, yeah, Veronica is super sleuth. We were talking about that this weekend. She's fucking super sleuth. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Add those to put those on your menu. I know it's pricey. That's the thing about, you know, 3-core 0.3 versus a 3-core 28 gauge. You know, the price in making it is 10 times because the square wire is so much more expensive than like 100 feet of like 28 gauge. 20, you know, you get 20 feet or 200 feet of 28 gauge, even from Coil Society, and you know it's not that much, but 200 feet of like 0.3 is like $30. You know, that's a lot. So it's a little pricier. That's the big thing about it. Itchy, what's up, Spork? Yeah, I'm itchy. I'm always itchy, dude. I'm an itchy fucker. I'm always got dry skin. I butt scratcher sketch. Yeah. I don't know if you'd have to spend $2,000, but I'll tell you, for a good lens, yeah. You're gonna look. I mean, what you should do if you're really wanting to get into photography is get a mentor. Get a mentor, and have them like. And a lot of times, you know, once you get in that community, you can find people who are willing to sell you. You know, they're upgrading their lenses. You know what I mean? So they may sell you one of their old lenses, in perfect condition for like, you know, half the price, and that's where I would go. I definitely would not go right now and just buy a camera and a badass lens. I wouldn't do that. That's literally going to cost you like $1,200, $1,500. It's not worth it unless you got that kind of money. If you got that kind of money, fuck, go for it, man. You got that kind of money. There's a fucking $2,500 Canon lens you can buy. Fucking get it. Yeah. Still cheaper than a boat. Yeah. Can't have as much fun in it, though. Now that I don't drink, I don't know how much fun I would have in a boat. That's the thing, Charlie. You don't want to start buying really expensive wire until you get good. Yeah. Best wire to buy if you're just starting out is get a Master Clouds. Get the Master Clouds wire pack, and go and get the guy on eBay, King Orchid. King Orchid, get his wires cheap. Get a bunch of Canthal D, which is really, really cheap, and just fucking try everything. Before you start. Like I threw out a stick of stainless steel frame staple because I was doing it on my fast drill and I fucked it up. And instead of like being mature about it and taking it off and doing it again, I just like fucking Rambo'd it all the way down. Just fucking mad. Rambo'd the build. You know when you Rambo, you just and like hold the trigger down full speed. Fucked it up. I was like, fuck it. Had to throw the whole stick away. I was pissed. This is all KP wire. It's probably like $3, $4, $5. I was doing the trash. Fuck it. That kind of way somebody else will there. There is. So you can buy to get your macro, you can buy those the lens extenders. I forget what they're actually called. I have them. That you can take a regular standard factory lens like you get with your camera and add it to that lens extenders. You just add them and it makes it macro. And you can get away with using that like the out of the box was like an 80-20, I think. The one for Canon. It works. A lot of my photography was with that. Until I got that one. Until I got my new one. Damn, yeah. Canthal is, I mean, some people vape Canthal. It just doesn't punch as hard as Nichrome does. You know, Nichrome's got that nice fast ramp up. I think it tastes better. I'm a Nichrome guy, but I'm telling you right now, this stainless steel coil, this firecracker, the Don's firecracker I made, is going to be it's going to be my single coil build from now on. Without question. I mean, not in an RTA. I wouldn't put it in an RTA. It's too low. But like for a single coil Addy, you know, like this one, where it's 24 millimeter Addy, single coil, you can put in a nice hot coil in it and it won't get hot. I mean, it's the anodized aluminum doesn't get hot. I love this fucking RDA. I'm telling you, the C4, I mean, if you can get past the looks of it, man, it is a phenomenal little RDA. It really is. What about the build? Black Hat White Face. Build what build? Oh, we're not doing a build today, Kate. No, we're not doing a build today. Today's feature day. I'll do a build tomorrow. I'll do one tomorrow. Probably do one Wednesday. And maybe Thursday. Thursday, I might have my Zoom room. If I have my Zoom room, I'll throw the link in chat, and then everybody can come on and we can bullshit. No, I could never production build, Charlie. I can't production build. No. I'll do the Black Cat care package, which if you want one, let me know. Black Cat care package is a fucking great deal. You get 3 sets of custom coils, a shirt, and a towel for $50. I mean, that's a fucking great deal, believe it or not. That's an unbelievable deal. But let me know. I'll do that, but I won't production build. I'm not going to I would never put them on a website. I just don't have the patience. I don't have the patience. I get distracted too easily, and I just can't do it. Plus, as I get bored with it, my building goes like down in the toilet. It really does, because I stop concentrating and I just like terrible. Yeah, Dieso. Never tried Nichrome. Didn't care for it. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people are allergic to nickel, so they don't vape Nichrome. That's 80% nichrome, or 80% nickel. Wheeler is not much. You could do a fluted Clapton. The fluted Clapton with that 0.8. It's pretty cool look. I mean, I don't know if you could vape it, but it looks pretty cool. Yep. And that's the thing. And that's the thing Juan just said about buying expensive wire. It's so much easier to build with. It really is. I don't know why, but it is. Your building will improve. I mean, and it just is what it is, whether it's superstition or whether it's in your mind, but it does. Your building will improve if you use better wire. Ghost V2. Are we talking about the Ghost Inhale? I don't know the Ghost RDA. I don't know. I'll check it out. Okay, and that's another thing, Steven, that's good. That's ultimately when I get the Zoom room, that's probably what I'm going to do. That's probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get the featured builders on one day. That's what I'm going to try to do. But it's hard because I'm on early, especially if you're West Coast. I mean, fuck West Coast. I'm going on at 2 o'clock. You know what I mean? Yeah, go join Freddie's Facebook group. It's buy sell B/S clean as fuck coils. Yeah, if you're allergic to nickel, you gotta either do stainless or stainless steel. I mean, you can use, or you really should use Canthal if you have a nickel intolerance. Yeah, BTFC and the Warrior. Honestly, I've been thinking about, what I'm going to do is my top RDAs of 2018. Like, if I'm going to do a little, just like talk about it. Like, not like an expert. I'm not an expert, but I can tell you what I've used. I've used a lot of RDAs this year. And I can tell, I think I might do a show and just kind of go over. And you guys already know. I mean, the BTFC, the Warrior, this C4. I don't have a dead drop. I didn't get a recurve. I don't have any of those, so I don't really know those. But, I mean, there's 3 or 4 that I can definitely say that are definitely worth getting. And then I got my Jenna coming, which I'm really excited to try. So I'm really, really excited to try the Jenna. That'll be pretty soon. All right, guys, we've gone over. How do you know if you're allergic to nickel? Sen, you would be able to tell. I don't know. I assume you'd have some swelling, and your body's going to try to reject it. So you'd have some swelling in your throat and neck, probably a sore throat. But yeah, you would know. And I don't even know if you can touch it. I don't know if you have an allergic reaction to touching it, but your body will react to it. Hey, Spring. No, not for stainless. You don't have to use temp control for it. You can use both. You can use either one. I used to do that a lot, mixing metals in my builds, and I stopped doing that about a year ago. I stopped doing that, and I just go all straight wire, all straight. And I used to do it because I used to try to manipulate the ohms to exactly what I wanted, and you could use Canthal to bring it up, because a lot of times you do a big build, if you're throwing 10 pieces of ribbon in something, then you've got to use some Canthal somewhere to get it up over one. Get it vapeable. If you're gonna dual it up, you're gonna have to get it vapeable, or you have to make a fucking coil that's like 8 wraps, and nobody's gonna vape an 8 wrap coil, That's that big. What are you gonna vape it in? Dual, maybe in a Death Wish. I mean, that's single coil. So you got to use the Ghost is made by LMMS. It's a custom-made RDA made locally here in South. Comes in more use. I'll see if he's got some more and say, oh, okay, Tony, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll review it for him if he wants me to. I can review it for him and get him some publicity and put a link in there if he wants to sell some. I would certainly be into that, man. Send me an email, Tony, to the email address is below, or you can message me on Instagram. This is BlackCatWhiteface. Or you can email me. It's blackcatwhiteface1@gmail.com. Let me know. That'd be fantastic, man. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful because it could be death. I mean, it could swell your fucking throat shut. And then you need an EpiPen, you're gonna fucking die. Yeah, it does color great, Kate. Stainless steel is the best. I mean, the colors you get from stainless steel are amazing. They wanted to put me on the front page. Nichrome is great. All right, I'm starting to get tired. Even though it's caffeine, I'm fucking hungry too. All right, guys. Hey there, Irish. How you doing, man? All right, guys. Tonight on the YouTubes, you have a couple shows. You have Vaping with the Homies on at 8. You have Fresh on at, I believe, 8:30. And then you have Plumes of Hazard on after that. So I'll see you in the chats of those shows. Hope everybody has a fantastic night and a great week. See you tomorrow on the Vape at 5. We're going to do Don's Firecracker build tomorrow and some other shenanigans. We'll figure something to get into and have some fun. If you're in recovery, I want you to stay strong. I promise I will too. I see you tomorrow. I see you tomorrow on the Vape at 5. Be good.